Hello, my lovelies. How are you? All right. Let's see who's watching. Today is January the 18th, 2021. And hi, Dave. All right. Now, I've put up the StreamYard link if somebody wants to come up. They can later on. It's been a day. It has been a day. So I need to check some things here real quick. So bear with me. I apologize. I am going to go actually to my YouTube channel very quickly. And okay, so I need to make sure that is okay. That it says I'm live. All right. Alrighty then. So, how are things? Hi, Bugaboo. I have these are just screen glare glasses, so that's all it is. The lights, the computer, my phone. I thought maybe I would try these, and I had them on last week too. But I thought maybe I would try these for decreasing my migraines. I don't know. I get a lot of eye strain and a lot of migraine headaches from the blue screen, the blue in the screen, I should say. I even wore them, let's see, was it last night? I believe it was last night. I wore them all night watching TV. So, hi, Janie. How are you? All right, Dave, that's fine. Hi, Kat. Yay, people are coming in. So I have put up sheets behind me. You can see my hands are a hot mess. So my closet doors over there are off. I started working on that project, that chalkboard project. And so I didn't want to show everybody everything in my closet and all that stuff back there. So I hung a sheet up. So I know it looks a little ghetto, but you know, it's better than the mess, I think. So anywho, Kat, what are you up to, my love? I had not seen you in a while. Victoria had messaged me. Kids are gone and you can't take a break. I can't. I really can't almost. David, those pictures of the sunset are beautiful. Victoria is going to have the entirety of next weekend off, so she gets to spend it with her mama. We are going to head down to. Oh, that's okay, Dave. Whenever you get a chance, it's all good. We are going to go down and meet up with Jan at our Serenity homestead. She is coming up. She's meeting me halfway, so we're meeting in Missouri, and we are doing. I'm going to get some insulation from her. So that is what's going on in my world next weekend, and that's why Bugaboo gets to come with her mama. So, yes, I have. The sunset is absolutely beautiful. Yay, yay! I'm glad you found Journey. I'm so glad you found Journey, Kat. That is that's awesome. I was wondering if she was gonna. I told her, I said she'll probably end up coming back. You know, at some point. She knew where she went. She knew her way back home, I'm sure. So did you go out and find her, or did she come back? So anywho, so the closet doors are off. and I took them off last night. Actually, I started to paint the chalkboard paint on the cupboards, on the cupboard doors back there. And I did not put a primer on like a dumbass. And so I'm going to actually leave that in my video to show you what not to do. So anyway, hello, Deb. Happy birthday, Deb. Happy birthday. Still resetting the tablet after you did get it back. So yay, good. Oh, Kat, that's awesome that your in-laws found her. Why did she have somebody else's collar and leash on? That's a little suspicious. The heck's going on there? So just took those pics. I was hoping they would come through. Fingers crossed, decent signal for 5 seconds. Yeah. I know you are out in the middle of nowhere right at the moment, aren't you? So, but that's okay. That's a good thing. I think that you need that decompressing time. You seriously need that. I think we all can use it. So I feel really uncomfortable in my clothes today. I don't know what my deal is. So yeah, Kat, that is way weird. Like, what the hell? So, so I did up at the beginning put the link for StreamYard if anybody would like to join. So yeah, I started that project like I told you I would, and I'm not completely done with it. I have 2 coats of primer on it, and I have 3 coats of chalkboard paint on it right now, and it's still drying. Apparently, I've lost my grasp on the English language. I don't know. So you didn't have to go carrot on her. Oh, you you look a hot mess. You can't go live. Whatever, Kat, you're gorgeous either way. So it doesn't matter what you look like. So my next step is, I think in the morning when I look at it, I'm going to check to see if I like the effect of it, and if it meets my standards, I'm going to go ahead and tape it off, and I'm going to paint trim around it, so it'll look really cute. I just didn't I didn't want to try to put it also got new hinges and a new locking device for it. So not locking, but my thought, it just totally left my head. Like, see, chalkboard paint. It's a little clasp, I guess. So it closes it, keeps it closed. So part of why you got off YouTube, no signal. Oh, okay, Missy. I hope your head's feeling better. Take a nice little nap. So that project is getting done. Yes, Latch. Thank you, Bugaboo. You knew what you meant what I knew. She knew what I was trying to say. I also came up with another new idea. Well, I shouldn't say a new idea. It's probably not really all that new, but I'm going to video it as well. Oh, I gotta move these and I can't. Okay, my room is still a hot mess in here, just saying. So did I put it in there? I did not. Okay. So what I've done, I was actually watching somebody do some organizing stuff. All right, Dave, go have a nice evening, quiet evening. And I will talk at you later. I was watching somebody doing an organization. They were trying to talk about organization. And that's part of what I've been trying to do with the house is I want to get it decluttered. I want to get it organized, and I want to, you know, purge a lot of stuff. And so most of you know I am a super duper list maker. Like I love making list after list after list after list. So I discovered that on this organizational video, she said you should try this thing called a rocket book. And what it is just it's plastic, and it has a QR code down in the bottom so you can scan it to take a picture of it, and then you've got your own file and you can upload it to the cloud, and you just take notes or whatever, write your list, your to-do lists or what have you. And then if you want, and it's erasable, so you just use a dry erase pen and or no, with the rocket book, I think you actually have a particular pen. So that goes with it. Well, I thought, nonsense on that noise, because I can't afford something like that. That's crazy. So I decided that I'm like, I have sheet protectors. I have cardstock, thick cardstock. So I cut it. I cut the cardstock because I used 12 by 12. I cut it down to 8.5 by 11, stuck it down in the sleeve, and this is just a dry erase marker. And to solve the problem of maybe you might need to make reference to it later, just take a picture with your phone and it'll upload to your cloud most likely anyway. So there you go. A good organization, a to-do list. And then you don't have 600 notebooks laying around like me. Another thing that I will probably show in the video when I do this is I bought these from Target. They're just little journals, and I love to just sit and write lists and ideas. I write down ideas all of the time. So I got 2 of these. I got this one, which is Enjoy the Journey. They have plastic on them. Well, the great thing about these is that dry erase marker. Yep. And so I thought, hey, that's pretty snazzy. Then I got to thinking, okay, well, you know, I'm into that. My hashtag this year, my goals this year. The other one I got, it says, I'll just cover it up for now. It said, get it done. Okay. My hashtag this year is hashtag get it done 21. So I wrote on the inside cover, my hashtag, you know, I'm a nerd. What can I say? I'm a little nerdy. But those are just some ideas for me to kind of get organized, and I want to compress as much down as I possibly can. I also have I've had this for a while. I have several 3-ring binders, and I have one it's the big 5-inch one. Nobody is talking, so is everybody still here? But just a 3-ring binder. And so like this is, I took magazines and I ripped out like pictures and stuff like that out of magazines, and I stuck them in the sleeves. Hi J-Day, how are you? I haven't talked to you on Marco in a while. So anyway, I have this really big book. I don't know if I want to pick it up, but this is actually my Crafty and Scrappy book. So what I've done is actually taking pictures out. I gotta find them. I just ripped things out of my magazines and I'm putting them in the sleeve protectors and I'm putting them in categories, you know, behind tabs and whatnot. Things I've printed off for projects or what have you. And I really can get to it. Okay, so here's just decorating ideas, things of that nature. So this was actually in a Martha Stewart magazine. So yeah. And I really liked those coasters and I thought, what a really cute idea. So I'm like, I'll forget it. And so I ripped the page out, stuck it in a screen or a sleeve, and stuck it in my in my project book. So I have a bunch of Mother Earth News magazines, and these are all from the 80s. That they were my pop pops, and I'm like, oh, I don't know if I want to do this or not. But I was thinking of just going through them and tearing out the pages, just to condense. But I don't know. The more I think about it, I don't know if I really want to do that, just because they were my pop pops, and they were from the 80s, 80s and 90s. I have some from the 70s even. So yes, Mother Earth News has been around that long. And they are a fantastic source for anything Earth related, for growing, for building. I mean, just, they're amazing. They really are. It's an amazing resource. So, got some pretty devastating news from my doctor on the 6th, and I'm now on the hunt for a wheelchair and a service dog, like as of last year. Yes, I am a nurse. Schumann's disease, really? Wow. I don't really know anything about that, but is it okay? All right. I kind of wondered if it had something to do with if it was a neurological or an osteo situation. So, all right. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. That sucks. So I guess, what are they actually going to do for you? Have they what are they prescribing you, is my question. Cat and a Coke, baby. That cannot possibly be any fun. I having spinal issues myself, doing spitting, my God. Anyway, having spinal issues myself, I totally understand. And actually, you can see it here. So this is actually my right shoulder. So this left shoulder, you can see it droops. And that's because I have right curvature of about 46 degrees, or no, 47 degrees in my thoracic spine. And then in my neck is like 39-degree curvature. And my lumbar is basically a fused V. It's crazy. And I'm not sure. I think it's actually to the left. I think it curves to the left. So yeah, it's crazy. It's just kind of, and yeah, it's kind of collapsing on itself. So a lot of back pain. I understand that. Surgery is not an option. Well, I don't suppose. So what is actually disintegrating? What is actually degenerative at this point? Is it the disc? Is it the nerve endings? Is it the osteoporosis kind of thing going on? And I know you have arthritic. Okay, so you have arthritic spurs on your spine, but those should be, I mean, those I would think would be able to be removed by a surgery, but I don't really know. That is just craptastic. Oxymorphone, lidocaine patches, and fentanyl. Wow. Um, I personally can't handle fentanyl. The problem with that for me is it causes psychoses for me. I mean, major psychoses. Such it puts me in such a state of anxiety that I feel that somebody's trying to kill me. Yeah, so you have to be very careful with fentanyl. Fentanyl is it's a really touchy drug. It's a fantastic drug, but I'm actually like I'm wondering why that combination anyway. Just fentanyl is a morphine derivative. Oxycodone, Oxycontin are also morphine derivatives, and oxymorphone is basically morphine with more morphine in it. So that's just crazy. I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot of damn morphine. And with fentanyl, it's synthetic, but I don't blame you. I don't blame you one bit about no fentanyl. There are other drugs that can treat that. Honestly, there are other um, much better, more safe drugs out there that you could use that they could prescribe you. The problem is that what they need to do is they're going to have to try a combination of a lot of things probably in order to get you to a point. Hello, Nat. They're probably going to have to find a combination. You're going to go through a lot of different combinations of drugs that is going to give you where it's going to level you off enough that it's going to keep you at least semi comfortable. You don't need to be drugged out of your head all day long, but nothing else works on me as far as meds. Yeah, I don't know. There's not a grinder big enough to shave down the spurs. How big are your spurs? Holy shit, lady. Um, that's crazy. That's insane. I'm so sorry. I wish I could help you. I don't I don't have any answers for you either. Insurance is super picky, and insurance is a joke, and they need to quit with their whole trying to control everybody. And yeah, yeah, do please do. That would be. I'm super interested in that stuff. So, um, I'm kind of the I'm the weirdo. You know, I'm kind of a sicko. Like I like there's really not much that grosses me out. So yeah, insurance just it sucks. Just it's a big racket. Um, it really is. It sucks. So I'm so sorry. I wish I could help you. Um, so Deb, did you get your mulberry wine? Oh, where in the hell that now's coming from? No, you're fine. You are fine. Um, that's exactly right. That's exactly right, Missy. Big pharma, they're greed. So, were you able, Missy, to pick up your meds today? I'm really curious as to what inhaler they put you on that because I know when we had other insurance, his Tony's copay for his Advair was right at $100, and that was a while ago. So, well, cut that carrot cake, girl. It's your birthday. Oh, Qvar. Okay, Qvar is it's still a corticosteroid. Um, it's the same thing as it's not the exact same components as Advair, but yeah, it's just as expensive. Um, so what we experience every month is a fluctuation in price for Advair, even for just his rescue inhaler. So one month the rescue inhaler might be $179, and then the next month it might only be 80. Like it's crazy how much price fluctuates on medications. And his Advair, it ranges anywhere between $750 to $1,250 a month. I'm not even kidding you when I say that. So thankfully, we have good insurance. Well, at least pharmaceutical insurance. You have to jump through a lot of hoops for some things, but that's okay for him. Oh, you still haven't found a candle yet, Deb? Well, find a candle, lady. Damn. Yeah, Janie, it is. The cost of pharmaceuticals is it's asinine. It is absolutely asinine and is pure extortion. Big pharma needs to be controlled. They need to be put under control, and our government won't do it because our politicians' pockets get lined. So, big pharma, big ag, health insurance, and the insurance companies, whether it be health insurance or life insurance, whatever, auto insurance, even, it's all extortion. Girly, I have that same thought. If I didn't have bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. My grandma used to tell me that all the time. So I know that saying. I know it well. So because I use StreamYard, as you all know, your guys' comments are delayed to me by a little bit. Oh, well. Isn't that lovely? Yeah. Bah. I just use an albuterol inhaler, and thank goodness our insurance covers most of it. Yeah. Albuterol is expensive. Your EpiPen is $5.93. You know what? I'm taking Ajovy, and for my migraines, and my copay and I'm on Medicare because I'm on disability. My Medicare, I still pay $100 a month, and I think it was like $798 this last month. So I'll gladly pay the $100 because it has helped. It has lessened the severity of my migraines, so which is good. I have MS, primary progressive. Oh, but I don't take drugs for it because there's nothing you can take for it. But I do so well still, up and running around like a fool. That is awesome. Yes. That is great. So there's actually I want to say 3 different. So 2 or 3 or maybe even 4 different types of MS. They were looking at back in about 10 years ago, I would say. I was having real problems, and the neurologist that I saw is an MS specialist, and he said if I were a betting man, I would bet my license that you have relapsing remitting. So, but hi, Victoria. Well, you are very welcome. I honestly thought that, I got in there and I'm like, what is going on? Why? There's such a delay. Am I just that far behind in it? What is going on? So, yes, happy birthday, Victoria May. Yay! So Deb and Victoria May are they are birthday buddies. I have a friend who had pneumococcal pneumonia 3 years ago, and her inhalers are not covered by insurance. They're $1,400 and $1,575. Oh yeah, I totally believe that. Totally believe that. Okay, I thought so. I thought so, Janie. I thought there were four, three or four, but I couldn't remember. It's not something that I really studied up a whole lot on. And I know mine. The what he tells me still to this day is that I probably am in relapse. I probably am in remitting right now. Like I'm in the chill phase. So it was really bad. My symptoms were very, very bad. Um, so I don't envy you. I took care of a lady that had MS, and hers was hmm, hers was primary progressive as well. Uh, she lived a very long time with it, but I mean, she was within within about 5 or 6 years of being diagnosed with it. She was in a wheelchair, and yeah, she basically had zero control. She just lost all control of everything. It was horrible. I have MS, but at least I'm not pregnant. That's a good news. 72 years old. That would be devastating. You can always be grateful for something. Exactly. That is too funny. Thankfully, me too. I had that problem taken care of. I love my kids. Oh, do I love my kids? But yeah, no, I would never be pregnant again. Ever. You couldn't pay me enough. And then in August this last year, I had a hysterectomy. So, so there is no chance of that, thankfully. After my third, I was like, I'm done. I'll wait for grandbabies, and I have one. So, well, grandson. He's not a baby anymore, technically, but my only grandchild and the light of my life, pretty much. The moon rises and sets in his ass. Same with the sun, you know. He's just he is my universe. He really is. Uh, I told my grandmother, my Grammy always told me growing up that if she could have been a grandma before she had kids, she would have had grandkids first. Because having grandkids was so much fun. It was so much better, and it's just a love that you. It's just such a different love. Like you love, love, love your kids, right? And I absolutely loved. I mean, I love my children, but she was right. It's just a different kind of love when you have grandbabies. So I don't know why. It only took you once. Oh, I hated being pregnant, Missy. Oh my God. No. Mm-mm. Um, I didn't, but I was sick my entire pregnancy, all three of my pregnancies. Um, yeah, I was sick the whole way through. And the first one, oh, whatever, Victoria Star, whatever. So, anywho, I had complications. The first one, my oldest, I had a placental abruption, and I was sick the entire 9 months that I was pregnant with her. And then I had with Victoria, yeah, bugaboo. For now reason or no reason. Yeah. Nice try, bugaboo. Tragic, I know. So anyway, Victoria was I was just sick with her. Like I just had morning sickness. I really didn't have a whole lot with her. Thankfully, she was probably my easiest as far as carrying my children. And then my son, my baby, he yeah, he like he ruined it. That was it. I was done. He had to be turned twice because he was breech, and yeah. And the only small baby I had was Victoria. was my bugaboo. She was only 7'4". She was 7'4" and 21.5 inches long. And yeah, so she was my smallest baby by far, but she came face up. She came face up. Yeah, she thought she was royalty or something. You're the best, obviously. I'm not going to choose one child over another. It ain't going to happen. Nice try, bugaboo. I will allow my grandkids to do things I will never. Yep. Yeah. Moon Pie Gets Away was so much. You had growth pains. Oh, felt like I was pooping a bowling ball. Oh, that would suck. I am royalty, duh. Feel attacked? Okay, sure. Easy there, drama queen. Your boyfriend posted on Facebook, everyone pees and poops. Do not be ashamed or something like that. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Yes, Moon Pie does get away with murder. Yes, he does. My second was transverse. Yeah. Um, Connor was twice. And finally, they got the second time that they turned him. And let me tell you, that's an awful experience. And whoever says otherwise is a damned liar. So anyway, oh, okay. Well, that makes sense, Buggy. Then that makes a lot of sense. He finally came and fixed your toilet today. So finally, after the second time of Connor being turned, he finally decided that he was going to go ahead and engage his head into the pelvis and stay there. But that was horrible because I was I was like 8 months pregnant, 7.5 months pregnant. Yeah, that was a horrible experience. I came in at the wrong time. Well, we just talk about everything. I don't care. Yeah, Chrissy, I was supposed to send her a message, and I did, but she didn't respond. And anywho, okay, so also I set up a new like a donation thing today. It is called Buy Me a Coffee. And so I know Kat had put it up earlier today. I know it's down in my links in my description as well. So you can actually go in, make a one-time donation if you like, or you can make a monthly donation or what have you. And it could be $5, So there, thanks, Kat. So my mother, I did not know this. I all of a sudden get this notification from PayPal that I have a donation from my stepdad, and I'm like, what? Wait, where did this come from? This is so weird. So I went in there. I'm like, oh yeah. So I called my mom and I said, did you by chance use that Buy Me a Coffee link? She goes, yeah, I did. And I said, well, thank you. That's awesome. So I got my first donation, which is awesome. And I don't know. I'm hoping that this will be a better option than trying to do like a GoFundMe or anything like that. And so basically what I'm trying to do is with this Buy Me a Coffee thing is I'm trying to save up to purchase new equipment. So stuff directly for Royal Amethyst Acres. So whether that be new filming equipment or So the tripod I have is the bendable one. It doesn't work worth a crap. It doesn't hold my phone. So I would like to have a new tripod for my phone. Unfortunately, I also need to replace my phone because that is what I film with. I'm having big problems with my phone. So I thought, well, a friend of mine, Terry Lynn, Organic Raw Roots Farm, she's like, check this out. You should try this. And so she sent me her link. And I thought, okay, well, what exactly is it? So I looked into it, and yeah, it's just a donation site, and it's just a little bit different. And you use your PayPal account, or you can use, there's a couple other options that you can use. You don't have to use PayPal per se, but I have PayPal. So yeah, it is awful. I told her that giving birth to her was like trying to bathe a cat. Oh, I'm sure. I can about imagine. Thankfully, mine got turned before he came. So yeah, cat. I think honestly, go in and if you guys have a YouTube channel, seriously, go in and set it up. It is super easy to set up. It's just you give a description. So you put in like a logo picture, then you can put in a banner picture. You can put in just a like a profile picture, and then you put in it's just a quick description of what the Buy Me a Coffee link is for what you're using it for. So like mine says homesteading, homesteading, gardening, blogging, and crafting through life or something like that. And that's exactly what I'm doing. So then you can actually go in and put your full description of what your Buy Me a Coffee link is. And you can choose buy me a pizza, buy me a coffee, buy me a beer. But that's pretty cool. But I did coffee because, so I almost did beer, buy me a beer. But it's buymeacoffee.com anyway, or yeah, something like that. So I thought, well, I might as well just go with coffee, right? And I love coffee. So, oh, okay. Thanks, Amy. I appreciate that. I will take a look at them when we get done here. So I'm really hoping that this takes off because it's hard to get people to donate. Oh, hi. Speak of the devil. There's Terry Lynn, Organic Raw Roots. So she's the one that turned me on to this buymeacoffee.com. So Terry Lynn, yeah, I know, Tony. Thank you. It is a construction zone. It really kind of is a construction zone right now. So she's like, check this out. She goes, you should go set up this page. And I'm like, okay. So I said, I'll go look at it. I went and looked at it, and I'm like, hey, that's pretty good. So I just thought it'd be better than trying to do any type of fundraising, like a GoFundMe or anything like that. I think people are kind of burnt out on that kind of stuff. So I really just thought maybe this would be a better option. And I do have, in my description here. Oh, also in your description on Buy Me a Coffee, you could put in your link for your YouTube channel or whatever, and then it gives you an option if you have a website. It'll give you an option to put in your website address, and then you can also link your Twitter account. So, and that's what I did. I love you too, Terry. Oh, yay! I'm so glad at least you got a little donation. That's awesome. A lot of YouTubers are doing it, and you can buy a beer or pizzas. Yeah, I know. I just did coffee. But check my phone. Uh-oh. Why am I checking my phone? Maybe. I don't know. Okay, there's a says I have a PayPal balance. So did you send me something, Kat? My phone is not loading for whatever reason. You did. Thank you. Yay. Well, thank you. So I'm saving that money in there as well. Hi, Britt. How are you, honey? I love you back, girly. How are you feeling? Thank you, Kat. I appreciate it. I so appreciate it. Oh, a message you wanted me to see too? Okay. Maybe. You look here. Okay. It's not giving me a message. I don't know. It's just giving me the amount, and maybe it'll show me later. I don't know. I already have a PayPal link, PayPal me link. What is going on with this thing? Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't know. I'll have to, it should be with the note, with the donation. Yeah, I don't, there's no note with it, so I'm not real sure. Hang on, let me look. My phone is taking forever to load. So I don't know if the rest of you have had issues, but I am telling you, my internet is jacked, and my internet speeds are jacked up, and my cell phone signal, it might be in my email. Yes, let me look. Um, there's no instructions provided. No, there's nothing in here. It just gives me the transaction ID. It says instructions from buyer, none provided. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, yay, Deb. So Deb is showing me she's got her candle on her cake and it's lit, and there I am in the background. She loves carrot cake, so that's what she got for her birthday. Yay, happy birthday. That is so awesome. And I think Victoria May, she was saying on her live that was it your husband that told you had to eat a piece of cake a day until you got to your birthday? Is that what it was? I got to check my dashboard on Buy Me a Coffee. Okay. Well, I'm wondering. So, do I need to download? Is there an app for that? Like, honestly, do I sound retarded or what? I sound dumb. What is going on? I should know. I should know about this, right? So, anyway, I'll just get on. I'll get on it and I'll look. Buy me a coffee. All right. Let's look. Yes, I need to log in. Today you're having a hard time with your signal. Yeah, I know. That's the thing. Kat, your cell service is awful. It has been terribly awful. Let me look. I don't know. I wish I could remember my. I hope this is the right password. I have so many accounts with so many passwords. I'm like, crap. So we'll see if it loads. Okay, there we go. All right, so my mom. Yes, save my password, please. There's Kat. What is going on? I don't see anything. What is going on? View info. Yeah, I don't have any message. Where I'm gonna have to play around with it. I'm gonna have to play around with it after a while and find out. But thank you, Kat. I appreciate it. So my first order of business with that. Oh, did I get him? I don't know. Stupid gnat. I have my sugar gliders. I swear they have to be creating gnats. So my first order of business actually with when I get enough saved up is I'm going to get a tripod. I need to get a new flexible tripod. The one, like I said, the one I have is just crap. Unless I can get a newer phone, that would be good too. But I think I should be able to. I can use our DSLR camera to record, but recording with a big camera kind of sucks. It's heavy, it's bulky, it's just very cumbersome to try to film. And today I filmed actually through I was talking with Chrissy on Marco, and I was talking to her while I was going out into the chicken coop. And so I actually downloaded it and saved that video to my phone because it shows just how much of a dick Lou is, my rooster. So yeah, there's just too many passwords for everything. I don't know. I've been complaining about our internet for I can't tell you how long, and we only have one provider out here unless we want to go with satellite internet, and that is craptastic, and it is not dependable. So, and I am not cutting down the tops of my trees just to get a satellite signal. So that's a big fat no. So those were my. Oh, I have another hole. Another hole in my jeans. What is going on? Jeez. I have only one provider in the area, and so nothing, like, it's complete extortion. So we pay a significant amount of money for internet and home telephone, and I think anyway. And I don't know what Buggy. I don't know what you pay. I don't even know what. I'm not even real sure what my oldest daughter pays, but my son is getting 1 gig speed. Okay, 1 gig speed. I wish. I mean, I would take half of it, right? Anyway, because ours is only 10 megabytes per second, and we don't ever hit 10 megabytes. It's our download speeds, and even our upload speeds suck horribly. So, but he's only paying after taxes and everything. It's like $65 a month for his super fast interwebs, and I'm kind of upset and jealous about that. So, well, Tony must have come in the house. I heard footsteps. I'm like, what's going on? So you pay about $130. Ours is about $120 for home internet and home phone. And so now, update. I'll give you guys an update on the middle of nowhere studio. The new studio is moving along, And I'm going to guess that I'm guessing we'll be in there by next week. So probably by the 1st of February at the very latest, which is actually yeah, it's literally like a week, 2 weeks away from, see, today's the 18th, 30th is next Saturday. Yeah, we're 2 weeks away. So I'll bet we're in there before then even. So they have the tape up and they are mudding. And then we'll begin sanding and painting, and we're just waiting on electric. So yeah. Yeah, you have much better internet than I do then. 100 down and 18 up. Yeah. Ours they're crap. They are craptastic. So anywho, I wonder. All right. Trying to think of what else I could tell you guys. I don't really have a ton. It seems like everybody's gone tonight. Like nobody's around, so I'm not sure what's going on there. But yeah. If anybody wants to come up and talk, they can. I will share the link. Yeah, I hear you there, Amy. It is extremely expensive for no reason. So, okay, there is the link. If you want to come on and chit chat on screen, you don't have to if you don't want to, but thought I would give you an option. I downloaded pretty much everything off of my phone today and put it onto my laptop here, and hopefully I'm going to start getting videos together. And I do still have to download from my GoPro, get the video off of there and erase the SD card. But anywho, so that's kind of where I'm at. We have a lot of projects going on, and I need to be recording them. I need to start getting more content out. So, Deb, do you have that wine yet? All right, so hopefully this week. Tomorrow I'm going to spend the day out in the shop with Tony, probably doing a lot of work. I'm going to be doing a lot of sanding tomorrow on the parts. We got some really good news on that whole situation on Middle of Nowhere Studio. So business is going to be taking off, I think, really well. I'm super excited about that. But I still have a ton of stuff to do in here. So, and I still have homeschooling to do the rest of the week. Tomorrow I don't, but then I do Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I'm hoping to get the Victoria. Yeah, well, maybe she just needs to sit here and talk to us. So I think the color I'm going to outline my door with is this. I don't know. It's the same color as my bathroom. So this is just a sample, but it's really pretty. It's called Cerulean Skies. So I think I'm going to do that. And then I have a pretty yellow that I've done my shelves in, and I'm going to do probably the back side of the door here. I'm going to do that in yellow and blues, and because this room is actually like a sage green and a dusty slatey blue, and then yellow shelving, and yeah, I just wanted to make it more creative. So that's what I did. All right. Well, like I said, I don't really have a whole lot more. I've been working on a couple of masks. Oh, here comes Amy. Hello, darling.
Hello.
You might have
How are
to mute
you?
Okay, well, how do I do that, honey? Hi. Sorry, my husband's trying to help me get this muted, like somehow, so otherwise I get feedback. Oh, my
Yeah.
headphones.
Yeah, you
Hold on
have
a moment, though.
you just go on and mute YouTube, I think is all you need to do.
I got it right here.
Oh, you gotta kill this. There you go. That might work now.
What? I don't need to use this then?
No.
Oh. Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
I'm kind of stupid when it comes down to the computer. My husband has to pretty much do everything.
I promise you're not the only one. When it comes to electronics and technology, like I am technology stupid. I say that all of the time.
That's me too. And it's like so bad that the running joke in the house is that when I touch anything technical, it's gonna bust. Like completely bust. Because yeah, it's so bad.
You want something broke? Just
Yep.
give it to me.
Put it in my hands. I'll bust it for you. Gladly, I'll bust it. Not intentional, but I'll bust it.
Yeah, I'm that way with vehicles too.
Oh, me too. Yep. When we got our Yukon, the first time we got our Yukon, we don't have it anymore, but when we had it, I told my husband, you have to drive it for the first 6 months, because if I touch it or I get behind the wheel of it, the engine's going to blow, the transmission's going to go, something's going to happen.
Yeah.
That's just me.
That's kind of what happened with the Suburban. With our Suburban, oh my God, I was the primary driver, and it was me that it ended up dropping the lifter in engine bank 1. So
in our Suburban, we had what was that thing? What was it, honey, that busted? Like shortly after I started driving it. It was like $100 part. The sway bar, is that it? Tension
sway
bar.
bar link?
No.
That was on the van.
Was it on the van?
On the Astro.
Well,
either way, it was like $200 part. We had only had the vehicle like maybe 2 months. And my husband just looks at me and chuckles, and he's like, mm-hmm, you did it, didn't you?
Oh, no.
Torsion.
No.
Yep.
I was on the Astro van. We didn't have any suspension problem. It was the blower, the resistors for the speed control for the heater.
Oh yeah, the blowers for the resistor control for the heaters.
Yep.
Blew it completely. Yeah. Don't know what it is. I mean, I worked for a cell phone company. I did, I sold people cell phones. I fixed them, everything else. They never had a problem. But put one in my hands, I'll bust it. I will absolutely bust it.
You just have too much energy for it.
I don't know what it is, but it's really ridiculous. Like, it's very annoying. Like,
Yeah, I always say if you think you're having problems with your car, then let me drive it. I'll make sure you have those problems. I will replicate those problems for you. I promise.
Yep. That's like right now, my son's car is having an issue because he's the only one that's got a car. Well, it's got the issue now where like you'll be sitting at a stop sign or you'll be going down the highway and it just dies. Just for no apparent reason, just dies. And I'm like, why did this just started happening? Like, what is going on?
Yeah. What?
And John looks at me and he goes, you touched it. You touched it. Because it doesn't do it for him when he drives. But when I get behind that wheel, yep. And I don't do anything different to it than a normal person would, but it don't like me at all.
They all do the same thing for me. So you are not alone in that league. I
It's
promise.
ridiculous. But I told my husband the other day, I said, well, at least we'll be, on the happy end now, because you know what? If I get put in a wheelchair, I won't be able to drive. So, hey, we won't have any more car problems, right? And he's like,
No,
well, that is a way to look at it, but
it's not a good way.
no, at least we might have a car that works.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, but you should still be able to drive, I would think, even being in a wheelchair.
I probably could. It's just right now, it's so hard there's days when it's so hard for me to even walk, let alone, go from the house to a car. Like most of the time, my poor 19-year-old son, I feel so sorry for him. He's getting ready to go into boot camp for the Army. And, I feel so sorry for him because I'll be walking along and he can like sense it or something. And I'll reach out for him and he'll be like, I got you, Mom. I got you. Like, no 19-year-old kid should have to do that for their mom, but he will because it's just him. I mean,
yeah.
I
My kids
almost
all have to
it
deal with
too.
that too. I actually have a walking stick that I use as a cane
Mhm.
because I have terrible, terrible vertigo issues. And there are
I
days,
knew that. I mean, my mom had that horrible
yeah,
vertigo. It's not fun at
it
all.
is not. No, it is not.
I had it once, and I'll tell you what, I never thought I was more dingy in my head than I've ever been. Like,
I know.
oh, it's
It's so
awful.
disorienting. It's
Mhm.
so disorienting when you like I'll just be walking along and all of a sudden like I don't even know where I'm at because I'm just
Mhm.
I'm ready to pass out in the whole 9 yards.
Yep.
It is not a fun feeling.
No, it's
So,
not. It's awful. And you just feel like, you're completely out of body experience. It's almost like you can see yourself getting ready to do it, but
yep.
you can't. Like, yeah,
Yeah. So the work comp doctor actually, I was complaining of vertigo issues,
Mhm.
and he decided that he was going to take my head and whip it really fast back and forth, and it didn't cause vertigo that particular time. He's like,
Really?
but it caused real bad
Mhm.
dizziness.
Yep.
But um, he's like, I was laying there and I was closing my eyes because it was making me nauseous, and
Oh, yeah.
he goes, open your eyes, and I said, okay, and I'm like freaking out because I didn't feel good, and he's like, you don't have vertigo, you don't have that eye movement, that's not, you don't have vertigo. And I looked at him and I go, what?
Not everybody shows the class A symptoms of vertigo.
No, they don't. They
That's
don't.
like That's like when the very first orthopedic surgeon that I went to go see for my knees. I kid you not. He looked me dead in the face and goes, "It's all in your head. There's nothing wrong with your knees."
I've had that so many times.
Excuse
So
me.
many times.
And then when I finally got to the doctor that I'm at now, he did an MRI, and I've had 6, 7 of them on both of my knees, and I looked at him after he got the results, and I said, "I know it's all in my head. There ain't nothing there." And he looks at me and he goes, "What makes you say that?" And I said, "I've had 3 doctors tell me that." And he goes, no, you do have problems." And I'm like, "What? Really? You saw it? Are you kidding me?" And he just kind of
Yeah.
looked at me like I was retarded because I was so mind baffled that.
Well, and it's really bad because you're like, you actually are kind of excited
Yes.
because finally somebody believes you. Finally somebody sees exactly what you're experiencing. I have had so much of that throughout my entire life. And I am so atypical when it comes to anything medical. And oh yeah. So there was I had to go see another work comp doctor. This is all from my brain injury. This is all from my fall. And
So what'd you do? You fell?
I did. Yep. I fell. And so I was trucking. I mean, I was trucking on that sidewalk, and I come around the corner and I fell on refreeze on my birthday.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was my birthday present. And it broke my left
Okay.
shoulder.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
but
See, my
we
knees
didn't.
originally, I had a problem with them when I was in, I think I was a freshman in high school. And I was playing volleyball and I went down to bump a ball on my left knee while my knee pad wasn't up high enough. And I hit the concrete dead on with my left knee and
Mm,
broke my patella. And
yep.
after that, my knees have not been the same.
No. No. They usually don't. You start getting even one injury, and
Mhm.
it's just downhill from there.
Yep.
So
Yep.
yeah,
That's
I
like
actually.
now I've got, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Now
No,
I've got to answer your other question that you were asking in chat was I've got osteoporosis, osteoarthritis, degenerative disc disease, and now Schumann's. So I've got 4 bone degenerating diseases, and it's like, did
yeah.
you pile another one on there?
Well, and all of those things are going to play into that Schumann's.
Yep.
Is what it
Yep.
is. And so it's kind of like fibro, like with
Yep.
my fibro.
Yep.
So it's fibro is just a catch-all phrase. It's just a catch-all diagnosis
Mhm. Yep.
because it is so many. It's symptoms of MS. It's symptoms of
Yep.
any kind of
Mhm.
immunosuppressive disorder.
Mhm.
It's terrible, and
It is.
that's why I've had so many doctors tell me it's in my head,
Mhm.
and that makes me angry.
Oh, yeah.
So
It's like,
angry.
you're not living in my body. You don't know
Yep,
what I feel every day. So how dare you tell me it's
exactly.
in my head?
Mhm.
That's like
Yep.
my cousin. She's my cousin, but I call her my sister because I don't have any. I'm an only child. But my cousin, as a young kid, had Guillain-Barré, and
Uh-huh.
now her being the same age that I am, or she's like 3 years younger than me, she's constantly falling. And the doctor told her, well, Guillain-Barré wouldn't come back. Yes, it would.
Yes, it will.
And
Yep.
I think very seriously that it's come back, and that's what she's dealing with. Because she had to learn how to eat again, how to walk again, everything. She was 3 years old when Guillain-Barré hit her the first time.
Wow. That's crazy.
So yeah, the running joke that her and I have all the time is, well, when we get put in a nursing home, we'll be having wheelchair races down the halls and driving all the nurses crazy. I'm like, yes. So
Yep. Yep. I hear you.
it's
I
just,
don't I don't have that kind of a relationship with anybody right now. So I
well,
mean I do, but they're all like thousands of miles away from me.
mhm, yeah. See, she's the
So
only,
we're all gonna
she's,
have to just build this commune or something and
yeah,
just all move there and then we'll have our
there we
own.
go. Well, you're not that far from me. So,
No, no.
um,
Um Deb is actually she lives in Omaha.
okay, well, the way I drive, I can get there in about an hour and 15 minutes. It's normally a 2-hour drive, but yeah,
Mhm.
we're kind of like smack dab in the middle of Columbus and York.
Oh, okay.
So, but yeah, no, it's the truth. I mean, it's ridiculous, but
It is.
eh,
Uh, and Deb said she's glad that you found a doctor who finally listens.
oh yes, thank you. I was so excited that, I can't. Oh, when I went into him the first time, I'm thinking, oh, I'm going in here. It's going to be the same old crap that it is all the time.
Right.
And it really hasn't been. I mean, I started seeing him June of 2018, and I'm still, going strong with seeing him now. But yeah, I thought for sure going into him, I thought for sure, well, it's going to be the same crap it was before. But, I very, very blessed that it wasn't, I
Yeah.
mean, but now it's just, trying to get all the things in order that I'm going to need and yada, yada, yada. And
Yep.
I'm looking for a service dog. And let me tell you, I don't even have the first clue of where to go with that. And
Usually, I'm trying to think. I think if you look at like your in your doctor's office, I would think they would have resources available through like the patient advocate services.
mhm,
So check with them.
yeah, I
Um,
never thought about that. I was
so
told to go to the police station, the trainers that they do for their training of their canines. and
Mm-hmm.
ask them. And I'm like, oh, you know what? That sounds like a good idea too. I never even once thought about that. But
Yeah.
and then once you get one, or once you get on the track of it, I don't have $50,000 laying around. Come on, who does?
Nope. And it is expensive to get a companion, a medical dog. And it is simply because there's so much that goes into their training
Yep.
that, I mean, it's worth every single penny.
Yeah,
But if
absolutely.
you don't have it, you don't have it. So it's not going to matter. It could cost, $1 or $1 million. If you don't have it, you don't have it. So yeah.
Well, and the way I've always looked at it is, for me, I think it would help me tremendously on just independence, because as it is now, I don't go anywhere. I don't want to. I don't like people. I've gotten to the point now where just being in pain all the time, you constantly feel like it's just grating in your head, and you're like, I don't care to go anywhere. Just leave me at home. I'm fine. Don't touch me. If you're not in my little circle of friends, don't bother. Like, it's just
Pain causes anxiety and depression, and then that anxiety turns into things like agoraphobia and all kinds of stuff. Yeah. So
Yep.
but you have to keep moving, and you have to keep getting out if you want to avoid that stuff. And because I'm the same way. Like, I'm to a point where I go out into public and I'm thinking, okay, seriously, like, I'm going to strangle the next person I see. Like, they are just stupid and I can't handle it. Like, they're just driving me crazy.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yep.
Missy
I
says
agree.
she has good hope for her doctor that she has now. And so Missy, Wiccan Chickens Homestead, she finally has found a doctor where she's at. She's in Ohio. And they have been giving her, like, all this time. She's had so many problems with her asthma and migraines and stuff. And she found this doctor that finally is listening to her. And so they gave her a pulmonology test. They did the inspirator test, and she doesn't have very good lung capacity or very good working lungs, I should say. They're not effective. And so I'm telling her, I've been telling her, I'm like, if you can get that asthma under control, and you can get your pulmonary functions under control, and get your allergies under control, your migraines are going to disappear.
Yeah.
Like, or they're at least going to decrease, because you're not getting enough with having closed off airways all the time. You don't get enough oxygen.
I'm an asthmatic. Yeah.
So
I've been an asthmatic since I was 5 years old, 6 years old, something like that. And I mean, now I just take, inhalers, PRN. I mean, they're not as needed for all you people out there that are not medical. But I don't think I've used my inhaler well, I did when I had COVID. That was the last time, and that was in October. But since I've had COVID, now I get high blood pressure too. It's like, when did this start? I've never in my life had high blood pressure. Never.
Yep.
But I started having, and I've got migraines, but I started having horrible headaches. Like, oh my gosh, my head was just, it was like, I couldn't function. Well, then when the doctor told me, well, you got high blood pressure. Oh, well, that explains it.
It
Gave
does.
me high blood pressure medicines, and I'll be doggone if my headaches haven't, completely decreased, if not gone away.
Yep.
I'm like, wow. So, yeah,
Deb has severe problems also with her knees and things. And she just said, going to the grocery store is like 12 to 18 hours of pain and not being able to take care of the animals and herself. And yay, her wine glass is empty. Woo! No refill though. Lortab and homemade strong wine is not a good combination. No, not really.
Not with my meds.
Well, she takes Lortab, but she only takes. Deb, what are you taking? Like a quarter of a pill at a time or something like that? She's a lightweight when it comes to Lortabs. Me,
the last time I was
milligrams, I'm good.
Yep. See, if I was on the last time I took Lortab or what's the other one? There's hydrocodone and hydrocodone. And I don't either one. When I take that, I am wired all night long. Like
Mm.
I could, well, not now I couldn't, but before I would vacuum the floors, I was cleaning walls. I mean, oh, it was terrible. And finally, my husband told the doctor, do not prescribe her anymore, please. I would like to sleep at night. Because, yeah, it was awful. But yeah, it has the opposite effect on me. So,
Yeah. I can tell you that I have, I mean, I do have some pain medication. I have pain medication left from when I had my hysterectomy. That was in
wow.
August. That was in August. I don't take pain. I do not take narcotics. I don't. I don't react well to them. And what I have is, I got oxycodone
Mm-hmm.
and anything oxy related. And my nose will start itching. I get super loopy and yeah, I don't like the effect. So,
Yeah.
I was never a good drug addict.
I wouldn't be either, just for the simple fact I don't like taking pills. I hate taking pills,
Yeah.
but I don't have a choice right now. And the oxymorphone I'm on, I can't even say that I feel funky or I feel weird. Like it's never ever made me feel that way. I just feel like I'm
Mhm.
taking a Tylenol. Like it don't affect me like that. So
Does it
yeah,
take the edge off of your pain though? No.
no. It used to, but not anymore.
You've
No.
you've probably built up a tolerance to it then.
I'm sure. I mean, if anything, I can say that it doesn't, none of the meds have ever taken the pain away, but they have at least made it to where I don't have that grinding feeling in my head all the time that,
Right.
my whole body is just, um, but even now, I can't say that, Zach, I am like online with people. Quiet, please.
The
Oh my
litter box.
goodness.
All I heard was something litter box.
It's because my dog keeps thinking that, the cat dookie is Tootsie Rolls.
Oh yeah, no, I think all dogs do that.
So, but anyway, no, I probably have built up a tolerance to it because I know that one of my other like primary doctor or something, I told him when I was taken and he's like, you're not knocked out? No. And he's like, oh my gosh, if I took all that, I'd be dead for 3 days. Well, it's never affected me that way. So I guess I'd be a really bad drug addict in that fact because I'm just not.
Yeah. I just don't take them. Like even after my hysterectomy, I just didn't do it. I didn't have the need. So
That's right. Well,
No, the camera's over here. That's why I've got it here. Yeah, that's the way it was when I had my hysterectomy. Well, now when I had my hysterectomy, they did hysterectomy, bladder sling, and 7 hernias repaired. So all in one surgery. So let me tell you, I came out felt like I had a Mack truck that had drove up inside of me. But I took the pain meds for I think maybe 2 days, and I was done. Just because there again, I don't like taking meds. One, I'm bad at it. And 2, well, now I'm not bad at it because if I don't take my meds, I don't walk. But, still, it's like, bleh, I just, yuck.
Deb wants to know what you're making. What are you crocheting or knitting?
My son's, I crochet. I don't get the concept of knitting.
I can't do the knitting. I can't do knitting either. I can't
I'm
even hardly
making my son a blanket.
Aw, cute.
And so he's been asking for a while. And of course, he picks black and white, which I don't mind black, but like they come in skeins that are like this big. Mm-hmm. So it takes like 40 just to do that much. It's like,
yeah, and they're expensive. And the thing is that yarn is expensive. It is. Yes, if you get a good quality yarn, it's expensive.
Mm-hmm. It's very expensive.
Radio Prepper, how are you? Deb says that she said Oxy would put her in a coma. She's such a cheap drunk.
If I gave my husband a half of one of my Oxys, he'd be dead for like a week.
I'm sure.
And he's a 280-pound man. He's not a small man, but yeah, he's pain pill lightweight is what he is.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
thank you, baby.
Cass says that's amazing. Your blanket is amazing.
Thank you. I enjoy it. It keeps me.
I have a an embroidery piece that I've been working on for I can't tell you how long. Like I do it for a little bit and then I'm back and forth with it. If I feel like doing it, I'll work on it. If not, I won't. I actually also have this really big embroidery hoop. It's a floor, and I cannot.
Yep.
Oh my god, it is huge.
So, they make them quite large. Oh my gosh, yeah, that thing's massive. Cool.
Yeah. So I have one of those, and then I have another smaller hoop that's not on the stand. But I got that stand. I actually got that stand and hoop for like $5 from somebody off of Facebook Marketplace.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That is one heck of a deal because those things are not cheap.
No, they are not. They are not. But yeah, she's like, I needed to get rid of it. It's taking up space. I don't use it. Well, I've used it once.
Hey, whatever. I do cross stitch too, but I'm not anymore. The cross stitch, because I have to have bifocals, I'm having a hard time seeing the dang stitches. So I don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
So I learned how to crochet when I was like 5 years old, 5, 6, something around there. I mean, I was young. And I didn't do it for years and years and years and years. Well, then I picked it up again, like probably July of last year. And since then I've made like 5 blankets. I just
yeah.
So
something about the time. Radio prepper, yes, it will make a beautiful tapestry once I get moving.
Oh yes.
I haven't decided what I'm going to put on. I've got the material stretched on it, but I don't know what I'm going to put on it.
Yeah.
I haven't decided. I'll have to bring in my other hoop maybe next week and show you because it's what I have on there is actually it's my emblem. It's my logo.
Oh,
but
cool.
It's got laurel leaves around it with laurel flowers and a bee in the middle and a crown at the top.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's going to be beautiful. It's so big and it's so time consuming. And
they're a lot of work. A lot of work.
They are. And so what I did was I actually used my projector from my phone and put it out on and traced it out kind of like just a rough trace. And then I went in and actually drew the rest of it in. And I am not an artist by any means.
Me either. I can draw you a stick figure really well.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. So I actually, Tony's kind of been on me about using my molds and trying to get, he thinks I should be a chocolatier now.
There you go.
So I don't know if Terry Lynn is still in here, but Organic Raw Roots, she and I talk on the daily. We are on Instagram DM all day long with each other, off and on. And we're constantly bouncing ideas off of each other. And she's like, oh, we should do this. Let's do these chocolates. I'm like, all right. Yeah, I'll try it. I love to bake. I used to do wedding cakes and all kinds of different things, for people.
And you can't draw.
I can't.
That is wedding cakes. That's a talent. Like, oh, that's something I would love to be able to do.
It's seriously, it's all in the tools. It's all in the tips of the piping bags. I'm not even kidding you.
I would love to have been able to do that.
Is he on Heelys or?
He's on a hoverboard.
Oh.
They roll around on him. Him and his brother both run around on him all throughout our house all day long.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
Well, then they don't have to walk anywhere.
Exactly. That's my 19-year-old.
Yeah. Misty says she's been working on her Afghan for over a month and only have 27 rows done.
Well, hey, there again, they're time consuming, and depending on what your stitch is, how intricate your stitch is. If you're doing like this is a Tunisian simple stitch. It's so stupid simple that like a 2-year-old could probably do this. Like it's
No,
just,
I probably could not.
I'm not calling you a 2-year-old.
I'm not a
And
2-year-old and I still couldn't do it.
I'm telling you, you could. It is not that hard. It really isn't. If I can do it, you can do it. And I don't pick up stuff really well.
I'm okay with once I get going, I'm
Mhm.
okay. But I can't start off very well for whatever reason. I can't get it started.
It
And
just,
then,
it's practice.
yeah.
That's all it is. It's just practice. Now knitting, I cannot get the concept of knitting. Do not hand me a knitting needle. The last time I tried knitting, I threw my knitting needles in the trash, literally.
Oh my God, woman, I have got so many knitting needles sitting up here that my grandmother had. I got all of my Grammys, anything that dealt with sewing or baking or anything, like, because that's what I did with my Grammy.
Mhm.
And yeah, I'm like, what in the hell is this thing? Like, how do I even use it?
Yeah, I don't get the whole like transferring from one needle to another. I just don't get that. That to me is a foreign concept.
I know.
Give me a hook and I'm fine.
I have a friend that lives about an hour and a half away from me, and she does socks and all kinds of stuff, and I'm like, how? Like, you are a freaking magician, woman. How do you do this?
About the only thing I can do right now is blankets. That's all I've ever really done is blankets. Don't ask me to do a stocking cap. Don't ask me to do socks. Don't ask me to do baby booties because I can't. I don't understand it.
Okay, so I actually have a pattern, and I gotta get it. I really, really want to make this because it is so stinking cute. Ooh, I gotta find it. It is. Damn it. Of course, I'm not going to be able to find it right away. It was just right there.
No, because you want to find it. That's the way that works.
Okay, like I am into alpacas and llamas. They're donkey poodles to me.
Yep.
And it's so funny because somebody's like, okay, well, you learned that off of so and so's channel. I said, no, actually, I did not. My grandpa, my pop used to call them donkey poodles. So nice try.
Like a donkey poodle.
But anyway, so I'm nuts for them. And this is actually it's actually a hat and scarf. And I want to make this so bad. And I'm like, I don't even have the slightest clue how to freaking start doing this. And now, of course, I can't find the pattern. I do have another one, though, that is just stinking cute. And it's just an actual, isn't that cute?
That is adorable.
Yeah, I want to make that. I have no idea how, like, I don't even know where to start.
The problem with doing animals and stuff like that, because I had tried doing that, you have to use like the little itty bitty needles. And once again, I can't see as it is. So it's like, you know, put something like that in my face and I'm going to look at you like you're foreign because I could probably learn how to do it, but I've got needles from, you know, like millimeter, like teeny, teeny, tiny, all the way up to like size 24. Like,
yep, I have all of those too, but I don't have any. So I have no idea how to use any of them. My sister-in-law, she does a lot of that filet crochet.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh my God, she does beautiful, beautiful doilies and really intricate. And I'm like, there's no way. Like, how in the hell do you do that, woman?
It's a lot of work, but I mean, it's, you know, I love it. I mean, basically when I got to the point where it was hurting for me to stand, it was hurting for me to, you know, I don't even cook anymore for Christ's sake. My husband does all the cooking because I can't stand that long to cook.
Yeah.
And so when it got to that point and sitting in my bed with a warm pack on my back, which yes, I know is not the right thing to do, but It's the only thing that gives me just a little bit of relief.
If it's
And
soothing, then it's the right thing to do.
yeah, it's the only thing that keeps me from wanting to climb out of my own skin.
Okay.
But when I got to that point, I was like, you know what, I'm going to sit down and try to pick up this crocheting thing again. So I called my cousin in and I said, can you please help me? I don't remember what I'm doing. And she's like, yeah. So she came over, and within about probably 10 minutes, I was like, oh, okay, I get it now. All right, thanks.
Thanks for the refresher course.
Yeah, that was really all it was. It's kind of like, you know, riding a bike. Once you learn, you never forget. It's the same thing with crocheting. Once you're taught, you just never forget. And I've learned how to, you know, do Tunisian crocheting, which is what I'm doing now. I've learned how to just regular crocheting. You know, the only difference between a Tunisian crochet and a regular crochet is Tunisian crochet, it's on a like a cord and then a hook. That's the only difference. And then you carry your stitches, whereas with regular crochet, you don't. So once I figured that out, I'm like, oh yeah, I can do this, 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 and this. And then YouTube became my best friend because I was looking up every single pattern I could possibly find so that I could, you know, try that. So, and that's what I did. I mean, I love it. I find it relaxing. And so.
Missy says her daughter can look at a picture of something and can just crochet it. And she's working on a Boston Terrier stuffed dog right now for an order.
Oh my gosh, that is talent.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
I could not. I'm not that good.
Hello, Lori. How are you? Lori at Firefly Farm. She said, yep, started knitting again yesterday.
Oh my gosh. See, knitting, I don't get.
Y'all are just, I'm telling you, you're just, see, you're even too witchy for this witch. Here's that blanket.
Oh yes, that would be so cool.
Isn't that cute?
That is
I want to do that so bad.
You'll have to like take a picture of that and send it to me in Marco.
Okay.
Or in Facebook. It doesn't matter, either one. And I'll see if I can't figure it out.
Well, I mean, I have the pattern. That is the pattern.
Well, I know, but if you look at it, it says row 4, row 3, and I just need to know what kind of stitch it is, whether it's a simple stitch, whether it's a triple stitch, whether, you know, that's all. I can try it, but
I may have to there's like it looks like it's using chain stitching, loop, a single, and then a slip stitch.
Okay, slip stitch, that's easy as all beyond. Single crochet is very simple, and then basically how many do you chain and how many rows do you do? That's all.
Yep.
If you can get just literally, if you can get the basics of doing a crochet chain, that's all it takes, really. You can build anything off of that.
Okay.
Like, it is literally that simple. Make a slip knot and then just chain. That's what I did when I first started to learn. You know, my great grandma always told me just make a chain, and so she'd sit there and make me chain and chain and chain.
Yeah.
Till I was sick and tired of looking at chains. And then we started on something else, you know.
Missy says Creative Crochet Crafts on Facebook.
Okay.
Is so that Missy, is that your daughter's business page? I do know that let's see, is it Lori's Crochet Corner?
Yep, I know her. Not
yeah,
personally, but yeah.
I try to watch her sometimes just because I know she does it and she does it well, and she's doing instructional videos, but sometimes I don't have a ton of time to sit and watch YouTube videos. And I will tell you that the longest time that I sit on YouTube is when I'm doing my lives. Yep. I'm not even kidding. Like, yep. I just, otherwise, I do it. I am on YouTube when, like, I'm taking my bath.
Yep.
You know, I'll try and watch videos then, because I can relax and I can watch it and focus and whatnot. And I watch it on my phone, which is probably not good on my phone.
Yep.
But
that's what my husband does when he's taking a bath or something. He puts his phone right there on the little end table that we have by the tub and just sits and relaxes and
Yep.
watches YouTube.
Yeah, I want to get my damn clawfoot tub in there, but it's a little bit too big.
I love those. They are so pretty.
Yes, and this one is. We need to redo. I'm going to have to probably resurface some of it. I got to
Mhm.
fix the chips in some of it, and then I need to. It was painted an ugly brown color. I'm like, ew, who does that?
Yeah, right.
Hello, Kathleen. How are you?
I can't see the comments, so
Yeah. No, you can't when you're on StreamYard. As a guest, you have to actually you basically have to have two screens open or
yep,
two devices going. So
yep.
so yeah. Kathleen is actually my mom's neighbor.
Wow.
Isn't that
Got
funny?
the whole family.
Oh, and I haven't seen you, Kathleen. So I did get your Christmas card, and I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Okay, I will. Missy says yes. That is her daughter's business page on Facebook, and
All right, hang on. Where's my
she just
pen?
invited me. So, Deb
All
says
right.
I made several maternity sweaters on circle knitting needles for a family member. It was just a stocking stitch. The hard part was the sleeves, but it came out well. My hands would not let me knit now. Oh, boo.
That's the stocking stitches. Actually, that's kind of difficult. Like, I'm no good at it. What'd you say the name of the Facebook page was?
Creative Crochet Crafts. Oh, Kathleen, I'm so sorry. I miss my Grammy and Papa. They died within hours of each other. So
See,
my Grammy died of a
that
broken
was
heart.
raised by my great grandparents, not my grandparents, my great grandparents. And they got me when they were in their 80s, and she died at 100. And that was,
Wow.
that if you look at the back wall on my YouTube channel, that was my home. I lived in a train car. And it was like, I learned so much from her. Baking,
Yes.
cooking, crocheting, and they were homesteaders fully. We had
Yeah.
sheep, we had cows, we had horses, you name it. The only thing we didn't have was goats. And so chickens, so I learned so much from her. And she did all kinds of stuff with crocheting. I can't do it I don't know them. I don't remember that. And the stocking stitch is one that you use a lot with socks, obviously, stocking caps, things like that. But I can't pick it up. I cannot put it in here.
Yeah, I don't have an easy time with that stuff. I don't know why. I'll have to see about sending you a copy just of the actual pattern of this Afghan or the alpaca blanket. Alpaca Malama blanket is what it's called.
That is so cute. I would so do that if I could figure it out. I would so do 2 of them and send you one and keep one for myself because that is too cute.
It's freaking adorable. I love it. So
it is.
You'll have to, obviously it seems like it's probably made for kids.
I don't care.
So you have to make a huge one for me. I'm only 5 foot. I'm only 5'1", but
I'm 5'8" now. I used to be 5'11".
Oh my God.
But once your spine decides to hold a gun to your head for quite a while, you lose the height that you had. So
Yep. Yeah, I'm 5'1" on a good day. So yeah. I was in school, I was 5'1.5". So just over the years, because my back has gotten worse, I've shrunk a lot. And it doesn't help that, I have arthritic shit going on and I have all kinds of stuff. So so I was making masks the other night. I made another one. I made my, I think, 4th one. And so I'm making masks, stormtrooper material.
Oh, I love it.
So my husband now has 2 of them, and I now have to make one for my son and both of my daughters because they all three want stormtrooper masks.
I love the stormtroopers. That's like one of my very favorite characters.
Yeah.
Seriously, I love stormtroopers.
Well, if I can find some Darth Vader or some Boba Fett, like it'll be over for Tony. Like that's it.
Right now, mine's Baby Yoda. I love Baby Yoda because he's just cute.
Oh my God, my son would go, "He's not Baby Yoda."
That's what my son says too. Zane, what's Baby Yoda's name?
Grogu.
Grogu. Yep. I do the same thing, and my husband's like, "That's not his name. It's not Baby Yoda. It's Grogu."
Yep.
Sorry.
Oh, Missy, that is so pretty. She sent me a message with a picture of her daughter's last order that she just completed. If my phone decides to load it, I will show it. It's it looks like an owl.
Ooh, that is pretty.
That's beautiful.
That's a lot of work.
Shawl.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
That is absolutely gorgeous. I love that.
That's a lot of work. Huh.
Yeah, that's a ton of work. Holy shit. That is beautiful.
Hey,
That's beautiful.
Hey, go bring me the blanket I just made you, please. I'll show you the one I just made Zane.
So my daughter said, Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau says it's okay to call him Baby Yoda, and I will continue to do so.
Exactly, me too. Right? Yes.
Oh my God, my son, it drives my son up a wall. You will call him the child or Grogu. No, it's Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda. There you go. There's the one I just made Zane.
Oh, that's pretty.
It's made out of velvet yarn, so it's so super
soft. Oh.
Yeah, but it's heavy, heavy. But yeah, I put that one together in 2 days. Just got nothing better to do than sit on your can because you hurt. Yeah, I just sit and crochet and do some more.
Yep.
I figure I guess I have the I don't want to say mantra, but I have the thing that, until I get bored of it, I'll continue to do it.
Right. Yep. So Deb says she has a Darth Vader and Jack Skellington and just got a Starry Night mask for her birthday. She has a Calvin and Hobbes one that she had made special. She goes, if I have to wear one, I want to be fun. So I actually have a Halloween one, which I wear all the time. First of all, it's the most comfortable one. Secondly, I freaking love it because I'm all Halloween all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I have a Jack Skellington one that is my backup. Jack Skellington, I freaking love Jack Skellington, okay? The Nightmare Before Christmas. Mm-hmm. If I could live in Halloween Town, I would do it in a heartbeat. Not even kidding you. I would just pack my shit and let's go. I'm gone. I'm there.
See, mine's Labyrinth.
What?
Labyrinth.
Yeah. So my oldest daughter's like that.
David Bowie.
Labyrinth was so cool. David Bowie, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was hot as Jared.
Yes. I may be married. I'm not dead.
Yeah. Cadence. I don't know. What are you talking about, Deb? Cadence. Missy said she didn't charge enough, but it was for her uncle. So.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, you kind of have to.
Family is a little different. Yeah.
It is a little different. I also have, let's see, God, what other masks do I have? I've got so many stinking masks. It's ridiculous. And now I'm making more.
See, I don't like them for the simple fact that because I wear glasses, every time I, breathe in or breathe out, they fog up my glasses. That's why.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's funny because Tony wears glasses all of the time, and so does Victoria. But the ones that I made Tony, they don't do that. Because I made them big enough that they fit under the way they're supposed to, and they actually fit over his beard. Yep.
Oh, Oh, now I'm jealous. Now I'm really jealous. I mean, I don't go out much, but when I do, it's like I don't like wearing them just because, I either have to take off my glasses, which I can't do because I can't see without them, or,
Yep.
I have to like pull the mask down just right under my nose so that I can breathe.
I know, but and then it's like you might as well just wear it on your chin like a chin diaper because it doesn't. If it's not covering all of this, it doesn't do any good. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I
Exactly.
don't think they're that effective, and I'm a nurse, mind you. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm sorry, but I don't think I don't think they're that effective.
I don't either, for the simple fact that, when my husband had his job, he got COVID from work. They were all wearing masks then. He got COVID from work and brought it home, and all four of us got it within 1 day of each other.
Yep.
And I was so sick with it. Oh,
Deb says that she saves the heavy wire that holds stuff to packaging
mm-hmm.
and then puts it in the top for the pinch point. I use these. These are just.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And honestly, these are so comfortable on across the nose. And then I use these loops that have the adjustable plastic piece on the back.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay.
For the ears. So
mm-hmm.
yeah, that's what I use. Hello, Petsonics. How are you? It is going wonderfully. We are this side of the dirt. It's a good day.
That's right.
Oh, shiza. I just dumped them out.
Oops.
Yeah, let's not drop them all and
that's going to be a mess.
Yeah. Hopefully I didn't drop too many on the floor. I'll have to go hunting for those later. Yeah, this room's a freaking hot mess right now.
Yeah, so is my desk. My desk would, we won't even go there. It's
yeah, my desk. I have stackable planters. I have molds. I have crafting books. I have notebooks. I have my Scentsy pot with the so my Scentsy pot is a gnome. I love gnomes. And then Deb made me dead gnomes, zombie gnomes.
So cute.
So I have 3 of these, and they sit with my Scentsy pot gnome.
Yep.
So,
ugh. Yeah, my desk is a hot mess right now. Like just a hot mess. I've got
Pet Sodix wants to know what kind of fish you have in your aquarium.
They are blood red parrot cichlids.
Oh, pretty.
They're basically, the only way I could probably explain them is they're closest to an Oscar fish. They're vicious. Like we had little crustaceans and stuff in there. They killed it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, they're little butts. Absolute butts. They're big, but they're butts. They drive me insane. We had, what else do we have? Oh, we put originally we put goldfish in there because we didn't know what we could put in there with them. Yeah, they lasted about 12 hours and they killed every single one of them.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Wow.
Like cichlids, you can only have you can have blood red parrot cichlids in together, but you have to be very, very careful as to what you put in their tank because they will kill them and eat them. They're just
wow.
The only thing that's lasted in there is our Procostinus, and he's like that.
Yeah. Long. I love puppies. I don't know why. I just think they're the coolest thing. It's like suck.
But he's huge. Like when we got him, he was only like that, and now he's probably double that, if not triple. He's a big boy. We've got Goliath is the Procostinus, and then our cichlids are Malacca and Francis. And we didn't know when we got them that they were bonded because we got them from 2 different pet stores completely. We didn't know that one was a male, one was a female. And good thing about them is the likelihood of them breeding is very, very small just because of the breed, I guess. But we've noticed that we had one other cichlid in there it was the same breed as them. But I think he got ick. and died. Well, then when he died, they just ate him. Like,
Yeah.
and so, but they are always like together, always together. So the only thing we can think is that one's a male, one's a female, and they're bonded. So
That could be. That could very well be. Pet Sonic says they have 4 aquariums.
oh,
Yeah. So
I love this one just because I think we paid like $5 for it, and it's a 50-gallon. I mean, it's huge, it's massive. It sits on a stand,
yeah.
and we've had them for at least, well, as long as we've lived here, 3 years. So I mean, they're kind of fun to watch. Like they really do some stupid stuff, but I love them. I love them.
I guess so they're saying that blood parrots are hybrids.
So, yeah.
That's probably why. I have had several fish over the years, and I will tell you that I absolutely despise cleaning the aquarium, and therefore I no longer have fish.
See, we just have this like vacuum thing that looks like a PVC pipe. We just stick it in there, and sucks up all the garbage. And
I had one of those too, and nope.
Yeah, see, this one, I can honestly say we're pretty lucky in the fact that the Picostomist takes care of most everything that's there, and the aquarium, as long as the filter stays changed, we don't really ever have to clean it.
That is why I literally had and goldfish are dirty anyway. They're just dirty fish. But so we ended up with a tank full of goldfish, and I'm like, I am not cleaning this damn thing. I am not going to do it again. So we ended up, I think we put 3 pluckies in there.
Well, there you go.
And they got huge. Like they were, I'm like, okay, this is only a 10-gallon aquarium. We got to downsize here. But then, so I'm like, okay, fine. Well, we need to clean it. And I decided to change the water and clean the tank, and they all died. Everything died. And I'm like, shit.
Did you use tap water?
No.
I was gonna say that's usually one of the biggest reasons why they die is because there's some kind of chemical in the tap water.
Yeah. Nope. I actually used distilled water.
Yeah, that's the good stuff to use. When we had our betas, that's what we used.
I see, and I didn't mind having betas. we always had betas when I was in like high school, and then my mom had angelfish, and but
they're so pretty.
They're beautiful, but no, that's too much work. I don't know.
They are. I mean, that's kind of why I always, if we were going to get fish, I said we had to get an aquarium, just because I will not. No, I don't like cleaning the tank. It's disgusting. No. So we literally went searching for, what's the best, I guess, starter fish to get that don't require a lot of cleaning. And blood red parrot cichlids came up. And I'm like, oh, okay. But then right under that, it said, don't put them in with any other, fish that's not okay with them, because they will kill them.
Yeah.
So, and it's true.
So it says now they have a thing you can hook up to your sink and do a water change that way. The Python water changer or the Aqueon water changer. And you can use tap water, but you have to use some sort of dechlor, like stress coat. And see, that's what I did the first time, and I still killed a tank full of fish. So, so that's why I just I'm like, screw it. We're just going to do distilled water and then not have to worry about it. So, and they're saying, yes, for betas, distilled water works really well.
Yeah,
so
that's literally when we had our betas, that's all we used was distilled. Just for some reason, they stay better. Like they don't die.
Yeah.
So now we use like 5-gallon buckets of tap water to, put in there, because after a while it'll evaporate down.
Yeah.
Which right now we should probably be redoing it. But hush up. I know. My husband announced over the Google Home thing that supper was done, and so the dog's freaking out now. Um,
Oh,
but anyway, he put some kind of conditioner or something in there to make it so that the fish are not affected by the tap water. I don't touch it. That's totally him because I can
yeah.
lift a 5 gallon bucket if you paid me to.
Yeah, see, I have a hard time doing that too. Did you let the water go through the nitrogen cycle? I honestly don't know. Like, I don't even know what the hell I was doing with an aquarium, frankly.
Some of those fish can be very, very fickle though. Like if you really don't know, what kind of water or what you're doing, like
Mhm.
you can kill off an entire, school of them. Like it, and
Yep.
goldfish, whereas they may be a hardy fish, they are very, very hard to get started. That's what I, at
Mhm.
least in my, when we had them, I couldn't keep them for longer than a month because they'd always die on me. It's like, what am I doing wrong? I'm doing exactly as the thing says to do, and they still die. So must be
The
like,
only thing that I had any luck with were the damn goldfish and Plecostomus, honestly.
well,
Everything
no,
else I killed.
I don't know how you could kill them.
Yeah, I don't either.
They're
So, but then when I changed that last time, I changed that tank water. I just, for whatever reason, I kept thinking, okay, you probably shouldn't just change out the water, because usually what I would do was, um, I would I would take out like half of the
Mhm.
water and then just add new water,
Yep.
and try and use the vacuum and all that crap. So, yes, I'm sure you probably are, Exotics. I'm somewhat knowledgeable on fish, especially since I have a pet online business. Yeah,
Well, I would think so. I mean, that would be my
I
first.
would hope so. I hope so. Yeah,
Wow.
fish is just not something that I've ever been. I've not. I love like saltwater tanks
Mhm. But
because those
they're
fish
a
are
lot
so
of work.
vibrant and they're beautiful.
Mhm. But they
Um,
are a lot of work to keep up, and they are expensive.
yeah. Oh, they're expensive to buy, let alone
I know that's
the
what I'm saying.
equipment. The fish themselves are expensive, I think.
Mhm. Yep.
You only do about a 25% water tank. Yep. Yeah, I learned that the hard way.
My brother and sister-in-law have like 2 or 3 different saltwater tanks, and they are beautiful. But the upkeep is
Mhm.
oh,
Yeah. Nope.
oh,
I got enough shit to take care of. I
exactly
don't want
right
any more
behind
fish.
you.
Like
Oh,
I want if I'm gonna take care of stuff, I'm gonna take care of my livestock so I can eat it later.
yeah, there you go.
So
At least you're
I
reaping
do.
the benefits of it, you know.
Yeah, right. And I fish are beautiful. I love watching them and all that stuff. And I would love to have this, humongous aquarium where I had all of these wonderful, beautiful things in it. But
I'd
I
kill it.
I would kill them. I'm not paying for the up. I'm not gonna do the upkeep, and I'm not paying somebody for the upkeep. So I'll just
Yeah,
leave that to the professionals.
I I agree.
I have
But
4
I
sugar
am
gliders
gonna
that I'm trying to, I finally
I
our last guinea pig just passed,
oh,
and
I used to
I
breed
can't get her
them.
buried because the ground is frozen.
Yeah, I used to breed them. I love guinea pigs. They're so sweet.
Yeah, Juno, well, we had Aoife and Juno, and Aoife was so freaking loud with her little "weet, weet, weet," and so, but then she died. I don't know what happened to her. She just died,
They
and
don't
then,
their life expectancy is only like 3 years. It's not that long.
well, we had them for probably 4 years. So,
Life expectancy, I'm sure.
okay, yes. So Pet Sonic says if anyone has any questions about the subject, meaning the fish, the aquariums and stuff, can contact them through Facebook, Pet Sonics, or text on the number on the website. Yay! Thanks.
There you
Yes,
go.
I may have to pick your brain just because I want to know.
I would love to have some more little crustaceans, like the little lobster things. I would love to get some more of them and put in the tank, but I'm afraid to because they ate the last one. So, they're little buttholes. They really are. Fun, 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 but they're little buttholes. So,
My daughter, she says, Aoife was annoying as hell, but she was adorable. I kind of miss those piggies. Yeah, I missed the wee. They were so funny.
My youngest son had Mo was her name, and she gave birth to two pure white guinea pigs. They were so pretty, but they didn't last. And I think it's because they were pure white. I mean, I don't know, but I was told that pure white guinea pigs, just like pure white normal animals or whatever, I guess they are less likely to survive because either they're deaf or blind. I I don't know. That's what I was told. I thought it was a bunch of hoo-ha, but
Yeah, I don't know that there's any science behind that. I guess maybe in different breeds, but like, I mean, I've had a white husky, like,
yeah,
she pure white, so bright ice blue eyes. So I don't know. And
because that
Malamutes and
told one time, and I'm like, I don't. Okay, whatever. But then, Mo lost both of her babies, so I'm like, oh, maybe that is true. I don't know.
they will. I think that's why Juno died, is because when Aoife passed, she just a few weeks later, or a couple months actually, maybe later, and she was just so depressed, and she kept losing weight, and I tried everything. Like, I was feeding her all kinds of fresh lettuces and greens and carrots and celery. I mean, like, that's what I feed them normally anyway. And then they get their Timothy hay, and but I think she died of a broken heart,
Yeah.
frankly.
Well,
So
and when they're together, even if you don't have the male and female in the same cage, but if they're together, they are social animals. They're just like
they
goats.
are.
They're very, very social animals.
Yeah.
So if one goes, chances are the other one's going to go too. If
Right.
they're, that, I guess that bonded.
Yep.
So,
Well, I have 4 sugar gliders left. I had 6.
that's an animal I've always wanted to try, but oh my gosh.
Well, mine came from a sanctuary here in
Mhm.
Iowa, and so they were not they really weren't handled, and
Oh,
so they have this habit of they're getting a lot more used to me, where they will come up to my hand now, and I've had them for like a year, just over a year,
mhm.
and 2 of them passed. I've got 4 left, and the one male I have, he's got glaucoma or something. Like, he's pretty much blind. He can't see.
Mhm.
Um, and he comes up to me, and he's super social. And then a couple of the girls now are starting to get more social with me, but they still won't. They'll sniff my hand, and they'll lick my fingers, and then they'll bite. But
Ouch.
they won't. They won't, like, crawl up on me anymore. Like, I'm trying to get them to that point where they'll crawl on
Yeah.
onto my arm or into my hoodie pocket,
Mhm.
and just stay there and sleep. But I'm afraid, because I have so many cats and the
Mhm.
dogs, 4 huskies that are very prey driven. Yeah, it's an adventure at our house.
So we pretty
And
much
then,
it is here too, just not with, that many animals. I mean,
yeah, it's crazy. Like, our house is we literally are a domestic zoo, because I now have 2 more. So I started out with 4 cats, and then I have we have 2 domesticated ish raccoons, because I
oh,
feed my cats outside. The raccoons come up, but they don't mess with my chickens, which is surprising. That is so surprising, but I think it's because they're well fed, and
yeah.
they interact with the cats just fine, no problem. Well, now I have 3 feral cats that have come around, and one of them was super feral. He's the most domesticated damn feral cat I've ever had in my life. Like, he is all over rolling all over. Finnegan is what I named him. He's just, yeah. He is something else. And then we've got the 2 other that are just We have a black and white one, and he roams all over the place. So I'm like, I told Tony, I said, that's it. I've come up with his name. And he's like, what? And I go, that's Roman.
There you go.
Like, what? I go, because he roams all over the place. He's Roman.
Yep. Well, that's like our cat. We have Gollum and Cotton Ball. Gollum off the Lord of the Rings.
Yep.
And Cotton Ball, that one was just a funny thing because my purebred Seal Point Persian Himalayan I had for 17 years. Oh, he was my baby. I miss that cat so much. He was long haired and everything and just crazy stupid. But Cotton Ball looks just like him, only she's white and black. And so now we have, because everybody used to call him Shampoo because his name was Shang-Poo. And so we always say shampoo, or people would call him Shampoo. So now we have, the bath names. So we've got, we had Shampoo. Now we have Cotton Ball. If we get anything else, we're gonna have Body Wash and, loofah and whatever. But that was the main story behind that. And Gollum got his name because he acted just like Smeagol, just like Smeagol. And then, right as Smeagol turned into Gollum. Well, then my 19-year-old son's bunny is Smeagol. So now we've got Smeagol, Gollum, Cotton Ball, and Sebastian.
We actually have an orange and white cat that his name is Tyrion Lannister.
Yep.
So, we have a
I'm
Tyrion.
Huge Lord of the Rings fan. Huge.
Oh,
Legolas and Aragorn.
We're more Game of Thrones, and I'm a huge Vikings fan. Have you ever watched that series?
No, I've heard it's really, really good.
Oh my God, girl, you gotta watch it because it's freaking awesome. I love it. I absolutely loved it.
Is it on Netflix?
I don't know if it's on Netflix anymore or not. I have the box series, so I bought them every season. The only one I don't have is the last half of season 5. So that kind of sucks, but
I'm gonna have to get that now because I have heard it's really good.
It is very good. And the guy that plays Ragnar Lothbrok, oh my God. He is a hottie. He
Jason
is a hottie.
Momoa.
Yep.
That hair. Oh, he could put crackers under my bed any day. Oh. Oh. Him and Aragorn and Legolas. Oh yeah.
That is too funny.
Orlando Bloom, like normally, but with that long hair.
I don't know. Orlando Bloom is actually a very nice looking man. He's a pretty boy.
Yes, he is, but not as pretty as Legolas.
Yeah, there's something to be said about long hair, I guess. I don't know. Because Jason Momoa is actually from Iowa.
I know.
And he comes back to see his mama a lot here in Des Moines. So we get a lot of sightings.
He is so hot.
Yeah.
Although I will say I did not like his character in Game of Thrones. I wanted to reach through that TV and pop him.
I know.
Oh, I'm so bad.
I know, but I mean,
I'm gonna have to jump off because my husband was nice enough to make supper, and now I probably should go eat.
Yes, you should.
Thank you for inviting me and having me. And
yes, absolutely. Yes, I will send you. I'll see about sending you this pattern so you can.
Okay, all right, and then you can look at the pictures I sent you on Marco too.
Okay. Yes.
So yes, cool. Thanks, guys.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
All right. Deb, I named my feral cat Allie, short for Albert Einstein. Allie, just in case it's female. Yes, Victoria Juno did get very skinny. She was very well fed. I took very good care of her. I don't know. I have 2 boy guinea pigs. Their names are Cody and Delirious. Ah, cute? That's too funny. Ugh. All right. Well, I've been on here for over 2 hours, so it's probably time to get off of here. I'm not real sure where everybody went tonight, but we didn't have too many people here, so which is it's kind of odd, but it's nice too. It's a little more intimate. So, you're so smart, and I can't catch a little shit. Yeah, yeah, I know it. They are. When they're feral like that, it's hard to catch them. If you're lucky enough to be able to feed them and try and interact with them that way, then yeah, I honestly that's how Finnegan came about. So yes, thank you, Amy. Absolutely. No notifications told you were on. Really? Cat, what the hell? Way to go, Missy. Just started row 30. So, anywho, all right. Well, I'm going to finish up that project, the chalkboard project, tomorrow. And once I get that all finished up, then I got to go help Tony out in the shop. So, like I said, we got some amazing news about that tonight, or today, I should say. And I don't want to quite share yet until I get like full details. And so once I do, but we're talking a massive workload for Tony's business, so that's going to be great. But anywho, I'm going to continue then working on masks, and I think I'm going to. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, I actually got a Square site up and running. I only have my one fall centerpiece on it. I'm going to, at some point in time, I've got to actually do a photo shoot for all of my craft stuff, and I'm going to put it on that Square site. And then I got to get started on making chocolates and pastries and things like that. I think that's the route I'm going to go with my Square site. Maybe not pastries, but maybe just baked goods. Probably probably cookies, but I probably am not going to do anything too terribly fancy, like eclairs or pies or anything like that, because I don't think they'll ship well. I know there's a fantastic way to ship, I'm sure, but I just cannot. I named my fluffy white Angora cat Soshi. It means flower in Japanese. Aw. Yeah, I actually had a Persian. He was what they call him, a red bone Persian, or yeah, I think it's a red bone Persian is what they call it. Or maybe I'm thinking, but anyway, he was like strawberry blonde. He was so pretty, just so pretty. Yes, I will put masks up for sale too. I got to get a lot more made before I can put them up there, because I want to make sure I have stuff on hand. But yeah, Caesar, I had him for like, I don't know. I think I got him back in, I don't remember. I had him for several years, I guess, before we ended up moving to Omaha, and it sucked because the night that we moved in to the apartment in Omaha, my beloved Persian, Caesar, died. I woke up to him like gasping for air, and yeah, he sounded horrible. And anyway, I walked in and I sat with him until he died, because that's all. I mean, I couldn't do anything for him. There's nothing I could do for him. And then 2 days later, I think it was, or no, yeah, something like the first week that we were in that apartment, my cat died. I had lost one of my other females cats that she just ran away before we moved, and then our Stasia took off, so I had to rescue her from the Humane Society. Like $180 later, I was not happy. So yeah, it was a horrible first week in Omaha. Let me just say that. But all right, so I shall try and keep everybody updated throughout the week. I'm hoping I'm going to get lots of stuff done this week and hopefully get some more content put out, because that would be amazing. So anyway, I guess I will catch you all on the flip side. And don't forget, get it done 21 and live from the earth and play in the dirt. It's almost dirt playing time. So anyway, blessings to everybody. I love you. Thank you for being here and putting up with me for almost 2.5 hours. So I will see you all next week for sure on the live, and hopefully content throughout the week. So love you. Good night.